Our radio station is making some big waves in Hancock County. WQRZ is a nonprofit educational community radio station that's giving callers an unedited voice on its opinion line.
Tonight, as Hancock County reporter Al Showers shows us, the opinion line is drawing in listeners.
This is WQRZ-LP 103.5 FM, the voice of Bay St. Louis, Waveland, Diamond Head, and The Kill.
Station owner Brice Phillips took his idea for public radio to the airwaves 2.5 years ago.
We do job reports in the morning for the Mississippi Employment Security Commission. We do the news, local news and events and public service announcements related to the local area.
But by far, one of the most popular features broadcast from the 100-watt low-power station is the opinion line.
Let's have one day a year dedicated to ADA and have all the supervisors and all the city officials that are elected ride in a wheelchair for one day. You know, it's a doggone shame these cities want to incorporate, annex the poor people out in the county.
You really voice your opinion on the station. It's all uncut, unedited, because we give the power back to the people.
Another popular feature gives local musicians an opportunity to be heard.
On Monday nights we have given up the time for strictly local artists. That's all artists, local musicians, any style of music. Well, I don't care if they play spoons.
The solar-powered station runs totally by disabled volunteers. And get this, you won't find any commercials on this 24-hour broadcast station.
We rely on listeners to donate money to become a supporting member. And that's how we're funded. That and underwriting opportunities as well for folks to underwrite. We're a non-commercial educational broadcast station.
To Phillips, success is all about serving the community where he lives. In Hancock County, Al Showers, WLOX News.
And we wish him the best of luck. One of the primary functions of the radio station is to provide emergency warnings of all kinds to the public, again, 24 hours a day.
And Hancock County emergency management leaders work closely with WQRZ during natural disasters and hazardous emergencies.
Well, hundreds of teens are putting their strength and nerves to the test. Disaster relief, another $18 billion for flood insurance, and requested an additional $18 billion.
The man being credited with getting some of the first hurricane help into Hancock County immediately after the storm is now the county's public information officer. Brice Phillips owns WQRZ Radio. He also is the founder of Hancock County's Amateur Radio Association. Tonight, Al Showers introduces us to a man who stepped up to help in a time of need.
103.5 FM, operating live from the Hancock County Emergency Operations Center, the voice of Bay St. Louis, Waveland, Diamond Head, and The Kill.
Brice Phillips is the man recently put in charge of getting vital relief information out to the public. But what you might not know is he provided the only communications in or out of Hancock County for days right after Katrina struck.
When all else fails, ham radio works until other systems get put in place and put online. Didn't have time to stop to think about it. It was time to hook another radio up. It's not about being a savior. It's about, you know, when anybody's left with the last resource, you share it with your friends. You share it with your family. You share it with your community.
It was a tremendous asset for not only the EOC, but the citizens of Hancock County.
Phillips helped people here contact family members across the nation. He also helped get parts shipped in to get the Bay St. Louis water system back up and running.
Another one was AMR calls. We did so much medical, a lot of medical calls. It was just us. I mean, I got very little sleep for the first week because we were just 24/7 running that ham radio.
Just hours after the storm, Phillips had his low-power radio station, WQRZ, running again. He used down flagpoles and anything else he could find to make antennas to mount on top of the EOC building.
I just kept trying to climb up there for like 3 hours, I think it was, with 45-mile to 70-mile-an-hour gust down by the bay. It was kind of windy.
Phillips is modest about the job he did, but those who counted on him are full of praise. In Hancock County, Al Showers, WLOX News.
And Phillips is still providing daily updates of recovery information on the 103.5 FM.
Now, the news for South Mississippi. WLOX News Weekend.
And our top story, the 1,400-mile trip to Waveland wasn't just to deliver a check. Your home, Mr. Richard.
A $4,100 check from the Giving Circle signaled a fresh start for Richard and Barbara Bourgeois. The Waveland couple will use the money to have the dirt work completed on their property to get it ready for a new home.
Thank every one of y'all. God bless every one of y'all.
Saratoga Springs is an affluent community famous for its horse racing season.
We have just a small token from our Saratoga racetrack, a Saratoga racetrack blanket, and we want to present one to the mayor as well.
Earlier this year, the Saratoga City Council named Waveland its sister city and committed to helping Waveland in its recovery efforts.
Saratoga Springs residents enjoy a very good life, and we've never experienced any kind of devastation to this degree. So I think it's really important to reach out and help Americans whenever we can.
Mayor Keene flying in from New York today to meet these people. It gives hope in the rebuilding effort and their continued support. It just means so many things on so many different levels. And you know, obviously the money that they're raising for the rebuilding of these families' lives.
For Mayor Longo, it was a chance to show his New York counterpart for the first time the devastation that remains in his city.
You know, I'm speechless. It's hard to imagine when you've never experienced anything like this.
For most members of the Giving Circle, this was their third trip to the coast. This visit wasn't just to deliver money. It was also an opportunity to give up themselves.
Yesterday we were worked on. We did 2 roofs. We're going to be working here to try to help him salvage some of his equipment out. And we have one other house that we have to get some cabinets put up in.
It's been nearly 8 months since the group has visited the coast. They say progress is moving at a snail's pace.
We do see some evidence of rebuilding, but sporadically, here and there. It's lonely in a way. You walk down Coleman Avenue, and you know, I think of Coleman Avenue as our Broadway in Saratoga Springs, and Broadway in Saratoga Springs is vibrant stores, people, and there's nothing now. I mean, your town hall was washed away.
Before you saw the destruction, now you see it seems to me like emptiness. There's just open lots where you knew there used to be whole neighborhoods.
There's still a lot to be done. And that message really needs to get out.
Helping to spread that message is what members of the Giving Circle say they plan to do. In Waveland, Al Showers, WLOX News.
Some of the members of the Giving Circle took time off from their busy schedules to take part in Wayfest held on Coleman Avenue today. The organization set up a booth full of fun activities for children. A Jones County